SMT Nation, what is going on? Is your boy the SMT. We're going to be talking about the emergency broadband fund that is going into place and is active now. What this can do is customers can utilize a government subsidy to reduce the cost of their home internet and unlimited data internet access from wireless. This is a $50 per month government subsidy that was put in place by the Biden administration and will be obviously enforced by FCC regulations, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, as well as traditional home ISPs like Charter and Spectrum and, others as well. They'll be, providing this $50 subsidy as long as the funds are there to support it. So I want to first highlight some of the issues we're already seeing, Verizon being a big culprit of this. So let's say, for example, you want to go to Verizon and you want to utilize this $50 government subsidy because you qualify, right? It's for low-income people who are unable to have an extremely, expensive or premium home internet provision, right? So they can utilize this $50 subsidy and reduce the cost of a plan. So like, for example, Verizon Files, they say they have a $60 plan. With a $50 subsidy that you would apply for, you could receive the subsidy and your internet would be $10. Right, so that's who it's designed for somebody who cannot afford a $60 home internet plan, right? This would essentially make it much more affordable or possibly free if the plan was for $50. Anyways, over 800 ISPs across the country are taking advantage of this opportunity to push this along and give people the relief. But Verizon is a problem. Verizon is going to be really getting some bad press by this, me being one of them. I'm going to call them out, and this is why. Verizon is actually going to be upselling people to more premium and more expensive plans in order to take advantage of the $50 subsidy. So the way this is going to work is that Verizon is not going to let all plans qualify for the $50 subsidy. What they're basically going to do is they've made it so that you can't do this online. First of all, you have to call a specific number, and then you can apply for the $50 subsidy to be applied to your account. And what they're doing is you can't be on an old data plan or an old home internet plan. You have to be moved on to one of their newer ones, and they are a premium cost. So like I said before, it's not the $50 Verizon home internet plan that they're going to let you sign up for. It's not their DSL plan. They're going to try to move you up to like a $90 plan, apply the $50 subsidy, so that way your internet only costs you $40. The problem is when the funding ends, right, and it runs out in like 6 months, or the pandemic is stated to end according to government guidelines, then you're going to be stuck with a $90 bill. So this is a horrible look. Really, really bad. What we do here on the SMT Nation is we call a spade, and I'm going to do that here. This is a terrible thing to do, and honestly, it's almost as if to say I would avoid Verizon on this government program completely. According to Verizon, over 1,000 people have already signed up for the EBB discount funding program through them, and they say, oh, this is great, no problem. But honestly, I would avoid Verizon for this government subsidy. I wouldn't do it. DSL plans don't qualify. So for people that don't have, fiber in their area or even the fixed wireless option, these older legacy DSL plans, they don't qualify, right? Which is millions of customers, right? And then from the Fios mix and match internet plans, which are the good plans, if they're going to try to push you up to a more premium, so they'll probably get you moved up to the gigabit speed plan, right? And then they're going to want to upsell you to that premium one, so that way you get the government subsidy to bring the cost down. But then when the government subsidy runs out, then what are you left with, right? So this is where the things, just don't make sense, and I would not do it. I would not go with Verizon on this. Avoid them because they're not going to let you do it. Now, you could try to call and have them apply it, but it looks like the systems aren't going to let them. Terrible look. I think this is really, really bad. Again, they're doing the same thing with their wireless option if you're going to apply for the subsidy. So in that case, they're going to try to get you on a premium unlimited data plan. AT&T, Charter, and T-Mobile are also going to go ahead and, be a part of this program. But they also have their own set of restrictions, although not as bad as Verizon. You're definitely going to want to call and see if your current plan qualifies. And hopefully that is not the case like with Verizon, how they're going to try to upsell you to a premium plan. AT&T, I think, is a little bit better about their policies, as well as Charter. I can't speak to T-Mobile because T-Mobile actually didn't list which plans do or don't qualify. So you'd have to call and find out. But I do think that there was at least one example of, I think it was Charter or Comcast, that said that some of their older legacy plans that predate their acquisition of the old company, they said that that plan wouldn't qualify, but all their newer ones do. So unfortunately, this is bad. To be honest with you, you're just gonna have to call and see what plans qualify and what don't. And if your current one does, that's awesome because you like it, But if they upsell you, once this government funding ends, you're gonna be in trouble if you go with a premium plan on temporary, and then you're kind of stuck paying double the price. They'll send you to collections. They'll disconnect your service. That's literally what this is going to be. So Verizon has come out and released a press release, and they did say that they were going to be, on the side of the customer. I tend to completely disagree. They are not on the side of the customer. They are 100% upselling people, and this will hurt the customer at the end of the day, 100%. I know that, in the past we have praised Verizon for being consumer friendly. That was last year. That was 2019. It looks like they are taking a turn for the worst in the attempt to recoup, as much money as possible. And don't get me wrong, a business is in business to make money. But this subsidy is not designed to take advantage of a customer. This subsidy is designed to offer consumer relief during times where possibly revenues and incomes are difficult to come by. So I have to call a spade a spade. Verizon looks terrible in this. This is horrible. This appears to possibly be a new trend at Verizon with the premium upsell. We already know that their goal is to move, this has nothing to do with the government funding, but their goal is to move their consumer base from tiered data plans and starter unlimited to mostly premium unlimited. So, again, I don't fault businesses for trying to make money. There's just certain ways you go about it, and there's certain ways you should not. I'm going to call a spade a spade. Verizon is wrong for this. They look terrible. This is trash. And, we're not holding punches here. Verizon, definitely not a good look. They should reverse course. They should, fix this, just terminate whatever upsell they're trying to do, put an end to it. They should just allow all plans to qualify. They're getting the funding anyway, so it really doesn't matter, and it should not matter to them. Their business should continue as usual just by, honoring the subsidy and collecting those monies based on the government's verbiage and language within the structure of the funding and the program. Okay, so a little bit long-winded, but I'm telling you guys know how I am. If this was any company, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, you have to call a spade, so we are. Shame on you, Verizon. This is absolute trash. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch the SMT YouTube channel. If you appreciated this video, give it a like and a share to all your favorite social media platforms. Thank you in advance for that. Also, check out some of the links in the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page. We also have the Twitter handle at SneedTech. And do check out the audio-only podcast available on all the major podcast platforms. And if you are new, have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.